When shadows fall and trees whisper day is ending, my thoughts are ever wending home. When crickets call, my heart is forever yearning once more to be returning home. When the hills conceal the setting sun, stars begin unpeeping one by one. Night covers all, and though fortune may forsake me, sweet dreams will never take me home. I sang that song for no good reason. Actually, thinking about it very carefully, I may have sung that song for no reason at all. As far as I know, so far. But we'll see. But enough of that. Had to sneak a song in somewhere, didn't I? Now, they've made the first official house announcement for Halloween Horror Nights 27. Yay! What does that mean? It's time for cocktails. That's right. Once again, I resume my mixological talents and try to... Hello, Lenny. That's a tail. Cat will buy. Don't get cat hair in the cocktail, damn it. It's supposed to be hair of the dog, not hair of the cat. Oh, well. This cat doesn't bite anyway. She's a sweetheart. Bob would bite the fuck out of me sometimes. No, Lenny doesn't bite the fuck out of you. She meows the fuck out of you. Like in that really silly meow video. I'm going to meow the fuck out of you. Meow, 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 meow. Am I a cat? Yes, I think you might know what I mean. If you haven't, go look it up. It's hysterical. But enough diversing from what I'm supposed to be talking about, which is American Horror Story. Announced as the big... Oh, by the way, Red Lantern. Appropriate for cats, if you know what I'm talking about. I am good kitty. I kill the one who hurt you. Yes, good kitty Dexter. Now, I have here a rocks glass with ice. Rocks, of course. But to prepare the first of the American Horror Story cocktails. Because just like last year, it's a tripartite house. Ooh, big words. Yes, there's 3 different bits from the 3 series of American Horror Story they didn't do last year. They're using this year. That is season 2, Asylum, season 3, Coven, and season 6, Roanoke. My first cocktail would be for Asylum. So what would be the best cocktail for Asylum? And I was thinking about all sorts of things. I was thinking, oh, bloody face, some sort of Bloody Mary. But then I realised, no. Lana, throughout the whole, is constantly being ridiculed by Jessica Lange's character. It's Sister. It's like a guy's name. Is it Sister Jude? Maybe Sister Job. I forget what it was. Maybe it was Jude. Anyway, I think it is Sister Jude. But the sister keeps calling her Lana Banana. Lana Banana. And they do the name game where it goes, you know, Lana Fofana, you know, Banana Fana Momana, Fee Fi Bobana, Lana, something like that. Anyway, Lana Banana. That's what they called her. And of course, the word bananas also means crazy. How appropriate for an asylum, right? Remember J. Michael Roddy in Interstellar Terror? Bananas, bananas, bananas. Yes, exactly. Well, that's where we're going to go. We're going to go bananas. So I decided to do a banana-themed cocktail. But one of the ingredients has to be something non-banana themed, although a bit tropical. What would that be? Well, you see, you might remember a way back I talked about my friend Sean McCarthy, who runs Twisted Haunt Productions. I don't have the t-shirt on today, but he gave me a new t-shirt. Another neat Twisted Haunt Productions t-shirt with an evil clown on it. Really nifty. It's in the laundry though, so I can't wear it because it's wore at Universal before, but I didn't have it with me now. Anyway, it's a nifty shirt, but he also gave me as a special present for plugging him on my videos, he gave me this lovely bottle of Captain Morgan's Spice Rum. Arr! And I thought, damn! Even though I don't think there's anything about pirates in the sun. There's aliens, there's Nazi war criminals, there's the angel of death, there's nuns who are possessed by Satan, all sorts of neat stuff in that series. No actual sideshow freaks. There's Peppers in it, but she actually was in there first before she showed up in Freak Show. But no pirates, unfortunately. Nevertheless, it's twisted, isn't it? It's a twisted beverage, and given to me by Twisted Productions, and Twisty the Clown again was Freak Show, but nevertheless I thought we can add that to my banana cocktail to make it totally bananas and twist it a little bit, because why not? And I promise. So my next cocktail would feature the Captain Morgans that he gave me. So the other ingredient has to be bananas. Of course it does. And so I found this lovely bottle of Drio, a creme de banana. It's a banana liqueur from France. So we get this French liqueur, and we will. Smells like bananas, yes. Doing the banana splits, y'all. Yeah, that takes me back to not animated, there was a Men in Suits children's program that was on Saturday morning TV way back in the day. Pour the banana liqueur into my jigger, a little bit more, and then put that into the rocks glass with rocks in it already, and there we go. Ooh, quite a bit. Didn't realize how much. That's more than I think I need, so I'll have to take care of that. Oh wow. Banana-y. Wow, that's good. Yeah, that's better. Get rid of some of it. That's better. Because I don't want to take up all the space, you see, with banana. Of course, that's going to get me a little more schlocked than I had originally planned, but oh well, it comes with the territory, I suppose. Then we put the Captain Morgan's. I'm not going to bother with the measure because, you know, I'm just going to pour it up to where I think I should stop, which is right about that. Okay. So they put in the Captain Morgan's. Then we get a spoon. Now, I would first stir and then garnish, except I only have one spoon on me. I could go back and get another one, but I'm a lazy fucking bastard. And so instead I'm going to, here we are, get the little cherry. Oops. This is a lovely maraschino cherry. It's a Luxardo. I've shown you those before. And I'll drop the little, that. So I drop the cherry in already. Then I'm going to stir the cocktail nicely, once or twicely, and then when I'm all done stirring it up, cocktail should be ready for human, or whatever the hell I am, consumption. Yes. So, all good. Then with the nice with bits of Captain Morgan and Drio creme de banana liqueur and a maraschino cherry from Luxardo, we have here a very nice cocktail, the American Horror Story Asylum cocktail, and it should be completely bananas. Oh, crazy. Just crazy. You know, it's quite good. You know, the spice, the rum spice, and the banana liqueur. That's a slight bitter edge. So, oh, I didn't want it too sweet. Well, bittersweet, how appropriate. This American Horror Story is bittersweet, yeah? And I feel my sanity slipping away as I drink it. Oh, don't bullshit, everybody. You are never sane, Dr. Jimmy. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yeah. Oh, yes. The voices in my head tell me this is a very good cocktail. It says drink more. That's quite lovely. Now, while I'm doing this, I might as well kill 2 stones with 1 bird. Well, that happened when there was a really nasty groupie who took out both Mick Jagger and not Keith Richards. That is Keith Richards. At the same time, that was 2 stones killed by 1 bird. Ha, sorry, bad joke. All right. The only one that's dead is Brian Jones, and I think he drowned in the pool or something at the house at Pooh Corner. I'm not kidding. He died at the house at Pooh Corner. Look it up. Winnie the Pooh drug him under the water. Now let's see. Where am I? What am I looking up? God damn, my brain's not. Oh, I know. A note. A note. Yes. Might as well get this out of the way. I don't have to put in a different video then. Back around March 27th, 26th or so, I became aware of a leaked list, alleged leaked list of leaked mazes for the event of Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2017. Not Universal Orlando, not 27, but just Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2017, which is what they call the thing in Hollywood, usually. So, in other words, we're talking about the event that will be at Hollywood, Universal Studios Hollywood, probably starting the same day as the event in Orlando, September 15th, but most likely 3 hours later, because of the difference in the time zones, of course. Now, this fellow called HHN Maniacs on the USH forums came up with a leaked list. He claims he has mysterious sources. Who would ever claim a thing like that? I haven't had any of those in years. At least not a couple of years. Try to avoid that sort of thing nowadays. But he claims he did. And Galindo apparently backed him up. Well, they claim that this is the actual list of houses, mazes, Orlando houses and Hollywood mazes. They had mazes, both places. Mazes at both places up until about 1999, I think it was. I think 2000 is when they first started calling them houses in Orlando. They've been calling them houses ever since. In Japan, they're also called mazes. Horror mazes. Horror mazo. Yes, horror mazes. And in Singapore, they've always called them houses. What difference does it make? I don't know, but that's just the distinctions that they have for the haunted houses and mazes at Halloween Horror Nights events internationally, because it's a global thing now. Wow. But getting back to where I was talking, the leaked list first is The Shining. There's been a lot of rumors about that for quite a bit, both Orlando and Hollywood. Will it happen? Has Stephen King relented? Do they need Stephen King? Can they go around his back to Warner Brothers and just get the Stanley Kubrick version without King? But maybe they've got King on board. All sorts of rumors about that. Is there any truth to it? I don't know, but it's enough for me to sing some songs at the beginning of the video. Ooh, yes. Well, see the movie, you know where the song came from. Not cryptic at all, it's rather blatant. But I don't know at all. I would like to know, but I've heard no confirmation whatsoever. But I certainly hope that's true, because I'd love to see a shining house. Come play with us, Danny, forever and ever and ever. But there's also, the next maze was AHS, American Horror Story, Roanoke. In other words, what they claimed was that they would only be having Roanoke. And if that were true, I wouldn't be making this cocktail right now, would I? No, because the very next day, Orlando actually, 2 days later, on the 29th, that was last Wednesday, they said, hey, we're doing all 3, Asylum, Cove, and Roanoke, here in Orlando. But there was only an announcement for Orlando. So it's possible they're just doing Roanoke in Hollywood. Huh? Maybe, I don't know. That's what this leaked list says. Is it accurate? And again, how much of this, if it is true, will be shared with Orlando? We don't know that either. Last year there was a lot of sharing, but maybe this year there's not so much. We don't know. Okay? The next house, rumored, and I'm going to say rumored because they say it's a leak, but until it's truly confirmed, it's only a rumor, right? The next one on this list is Insidious Chapter 4, which hasn't even come out yet. It'll come out during Horror Nights. Are they going to risk it? Maybe. But again, that's always a bit iffy. Remember, they did scenes in Dracula Untold, and it turns out those scenes weren't in the actual movie, and they were in the house. So sometimes it's risky to do a movie before it gets released because the movie could get changed up. Or there could be like problems when they're making the movie, and it gets released like 3 months later, and who knows what happens by then. Like Werewolf, Wolfman, although the Wolfman was pretty close. But it was supposed to be out in cinemas during the event of 2009, but Wolfman didn't get released till the following February. The Conjuring. That's a safe bet, I suppose, if they ever get around to getting The Conjuring. I know there's some rights issues with the people who are supposedly the real-life people in the movie. I think the lady's still alive. The Warrens. There's some sort of rights issues and stuff about all that. I'm not sure. It could be something to do with Annabelle. There's an Annabelle sequel this year. Whether it's The Conjuring or Annabelle or some combination thereof. I've even heard one person say it's going to be The Nun, but The Nun won't come out for another year or so. I don't know. The Nun may very well be in a Conjuring house, mind you, but I don't know. Will it be Conjuring? Saw Legacy. I've heard rumors about that one as well, outside of this maze. So, the Saw Legacy maze, I've heard rumors about that in Orlando, but again, I don't know if that's true either. You always hear rumors all the time, and that one's been buzzing around for a bit, like a buzzsaw. So people are always buzzing these, and I have no idea how true that is, but Saw Legacy is also on this list. Then Ash vs. Evil Dead. Now, when HHN Maniac first put out the list, he said Evil Dead 2. Based on the second movie. Now then after that was Ash vs. Evil. Galindo said it was actually Ash vs. Evil Dead, but it would be based on the first 2 Evil Dead movies, but use the title of the TV program to tie in that way. That makes no freaking sense because they're very different storylines, considering Ash is like, 40 years difference or something, or at least 30 years difference between them, because one takes place in the 80s and the other takes place now. So, Bruce Campbell, back in 1980-something, looked a lot different than he does now. I know, I met him at a Fangoria convention when he was young and hot-looking, and he, grabbed his own neck and flipped himself upside down doing stunts for me and my friend Joseph. We saw that and was like, oh, this is so cool. Isn't Bruce Campbell a cool guy to be really friendly to these couple of nerds? And it was lots of fun. And now, he's still good-looking, but he's portly good-looking like me. It's like young Elvis and fat Elvis, there is that Bubba Hotep connection. So maybe Hail to the King, but I don't know if Ash vs. Evil Dead could be done the way that Galindo is saying compared to what HHN Maniac is saying. But it would be nice to see an Ash vs. Evil Dead house that's like the TV program, because the TV program is awesome. Although any Evil Dead property would be cool, I suppose. Then, this really weird thing that HHN Maniac was claiming, a Blumhouse Presents house. In other words, a mashup mega house. And that might make sense because he's suggesting American Horror Story, in Hollywood at least, will not be a mega house like it's going to be in Orlando. He didn't even know about Orlando being a mega house. So if they only do Roanoke, then they can put the big house, which has these different Blumhouse properties. And I don't know which ones because, well, actually, isn't Insidious already a Blumhouse property? But this one might have all sorts of different movies that were released by Blumhouse, and there's all sorts of possibilities. There's the Paranormal Activities, there's Sinister, there's a couple of other ones, even Get Out recently. People have been saying they want to see a house based on that. And what was the other one? Ouija and a couple others. Might have taken some of those properties and put them all together in a house, God knows. There's others I haven't mentioned, I'm sure, that for some reason have skipped my mind, but, I'm starting to get tripsy. Tripsy? No, there's nothing like that in here. But I don't know. I really don't know if such an idea is even conceivable. But supposedly that would only be in Hollywood, according to what this fellow was saying. And then he also gave a terror tram concept, which he called Titans of Terror. And apparently that's going to feature the big slashers, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, those sort of characters in a terror tram. So that's allegedly what they're doing in Hollywood, according to this leak that popped up at the Universal Studios Hollywood forums. And again, I cannot verify the accuracy of any of that. And they're all going bananas trying to figure out if, on the presupposition the leak is accurate, which one is Charles and which one is writer's block and which one is the Big Chill and which one is Lemonade. If any of those match up with any of what we said, because we don't know if any of that is even remotely accurate. I don't know. So, that at least takes care of the leaked list, so I don't have to talk about that when I do part 3 of Horror Nights History for Halloween Horror Nights 25. Maybe as early as tomorrow, I'm not certain. By the way, in case you're wondering, this is April 2nd, Sunday night, April 2nd. The Walking Dead will be starting later on. I might skip that just to make cocktail videos for you. Look how dedicated I am. Well, actually, not really. I haven't seen last week's Walking Dead yet, and I have to see that one before I see this week's. So I'll probably catch up with both of them on demand at some point. Oh, the joys of on demand. You can see your episodes when you feel like it and see 3 or 4 of them at once instead of, waiting for the whole week to go by to watch them. So long as you don't get spoiled, because that can happen if you go to the wrong forum, and even if you're just playing with your Tumblr, somebody might post an animated GIF of something that happens in a later episode. Oh, fuck, I just got my episode spoiled. The bastards. Alrighty then. So, get the cherry. I come to the end of this lovely cocktail. So, 1 down, 2 to go. In just a little bit, if I don't get too drunk too soon, I'll be creating the cocktail for American Horror Story Coven. That'll be in a short while. Until then, have fun on your Sunday night.